Because the UCC doesn't apply to this circumstance.
I'm sorry?
The UCC doesn't apply to this circumstance.
It's a commercial transaction, Your Honor.
The UCC does not apply.
Okay. So where could I find this at that says that this isn't a commercial transaction?
That would be your assertion. I'm telling you it doesn't apply to this.
Just for my understanding that the Uniform Commercial Code governs all commercial transactions in commerce. And so based off of this law, tender of payment is why my defense is that once the tender of payment was refused, at that time, the charge or the total amount was hit. My rent is $12.38 per month. That's it. There's no additional.
I'm trying to figure out how it went from. So you're saying his monthly rent is $13.38.
It's $12.38 plus $100 month-to-month fee.
So why, if that's the case, and I knew it December 22nd, why did I order him to pay $12.38?
I don't know if Carrie had conveyed that to you at that point in time.
Oh, okay. And sir, how much do you think you owe?
I would say I owe January plus late fees.
Which is
$75 a month.
no, how much is January rent? $12.38 plus, so about $1,300.
Yes, sir.
Is what we're talking about.
Plus 2 programs.
Okay. You know, if it were judicially appropriate, I'd run off the bench and just tackle him.
You've been trying to do that.
I know, I have for a long time, but today might be the day.
Welcome back to another update on the ongoing saga in Judge Simpson's landlord-tenant docket. Today marks the 4th appearance of a particular tenant who has been embroiled in a rent dispute with his landlord, and with each hearing, the situation seems to unravel further. Initially, there were suspicions that the tenant might be a sovereign citizen, evading rent payments under the guise of legal jargon. In the first hearing, sympathies leaned towards the landlord, but subsequent proceedings saw a shift when the landlord appeared unprepared, and the tenant voiced grievances about taking time off work for court appearances. However, in this latest installment, it has become glaringly apparent that the tenant's sovereign citizen status is not just a suspicion, but a reality. Despite the mounting evidence against him, he persists in his refusal to pay rent, embodying the sovereign citizen ideology. With this revelation, the fault lines are now clear, pointing directly at the tenant as the source of the ongoing dispute. Will Judge Simpson be able to bring resolution to this complex and contentious case once and for all? Let's find out now.
Group 5 versus Roderick Smith.
Morning, Your Honor. Weiss appearing on behalf of Group 5.
Your name, sir?
How you doing, Your Honor? Roger. Yeah.
Thank you. All right, where are we, Jim?
The last time we were here, you told us to go in the hall and make an arrangement. At that point in time, I agreed with Mr. Smith to waive the late fees, but not the month-to-month fees. We have prepared a consent judgment at that point in time for $1,755, which includes $217 in court costs, plus the January's rent and the month-to-month fee. He was to have paid it by January 29th, 2024. He hasn't paid it yet. So we're here right now in January, and I'd like the ability to add the February's rent and late charge to that amount. Because February's rent has not been paid either.
Well, but you said you had the judgment, but you didn't enter that. I didn't sign that judgment.
No, you didn't sign the judgment. I submitted it to the court. The court set it up for hearing because they wanted to put the consent on their record. I have the judgment here, but the time for payment of that amount has expired. So I don't know what the court wanted to do.
All right. Sir, what's your position?
Yeah, Your Honor. So I agree with the terms of what's owed, but I would like to certify my rights in subrogation and settle the account.
Do what?
Certify my rights under subrogation and settle the account.
What does that mean?
In equity, settle this account because this has to do with equity.
That's to do with non-payment of rent.
Still, it's equity. That's what we're dealing with. So I do have a right to subrogation. And I would like to certify my rights to subrogation and settle the account.
You have a right to subrogation, you're saying.
Correct.
Explain that to me.
Explain it to me.
I mean, that's basically what it is, Your Honor. It's my right. I mean, I would assume
explain what you
that the court
think,
would understand.
Explain what you think that means.
When a third party intervenes to take place or pay.
Okay, so who's the third party?
Basically, it's under my estate where they're administrating the claim from.
What estate?
My all caps name.
Your all caps name.
Correct.
Okay. So, first of all, under what you just explained to me, there is no right of subrogation.
So we can't settle the account under subrogation.
You can settle not under subrogation. What you've explained is not subrogation.
I mean, if you want me to actually give you the definition.
Oh, I understand what subrogation means. I was checking whether you do, because what you're saying is not subrogation. So
that's how I would like to settle the account, Your Honor.
Well, settling the account and subrogation are two separate things.
Okay.
So if you want to settle the account, you need to pay it.
Okay.
It's as simple as that.
All right, no problem.
Okay. So, Mr. Weiss, with February's rent, how much is owed?
With February's rents, sticking to the deal that Mr. Smith and I made last week, waiving the $225 in prior late fees, not including February's late fee, which is now due. Amount owing would be $31.93, which includes the $217 in court costs. $31.93.
Could I get a statement of that as well?
Well, I'll put it in the judgment.
All right. And how much time does he have to get that paid?
10 days.
You could allow me, Your Honor.
I can give him up to the 20th.
Just, Mr. Weiss, don't interrupt. Go ahead. What?
Yeah, that's fine. To the 20th.
I'll give him to the 20th.
That should be enough time.
So you're not disputing the figure?
No, sir.
And the parties are agreeable and the court would agree to go to the 20th of February.
Correct.
All right.
The court will bear with me. I will.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to indicate, I'm going to find that there's no tribal issue after hearing rather than a consent judgment. And I will enter that judgment. So you'll have till that date to get that paid. You understand that?
Yes.
Wasn't that easier in the last case, Your Honor?
Not really. It almost went south.
I know you made a face when I come up here.
Let him take a look at it. All right.
It's also a money
You've
judgment.
looked at over.
Yes, sir.
All right. You have any questions regarding anything contained on this?
No, sir.
All right. So I'm going to sign this, okay? And then if you need a copy, you can pick up a copy up front at the front counter.
Okay.
Okay? All right. I signed off. I'll enter that judgment. You guys
Thank you.
are all set.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
All comments, viewpoints, interpretations, and insights expressed in this video are for education and entertainment purposes. All individuals featured in the video are to be presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Please do not attempt to contact, locate, or engage with any individuals featured in the video.